Let's take a look at Psalms 19, which are some of the most beautifully written verses in the Bible. And it's referring to the heavens, the sky, the clouds, the sun, the stars, and the moon. And if you think about it, when you look at sunsets or sunrises, every one of them is like a piece of art. It's like a unique painting. No two are the same. They're just these beautiful paintings that are there for the entire world to see. So no matter where you're at in the world, you can see a sunset and a sunrise, and they're all completely different. Or think about a moonlit sky with stars, how beautiful that is. And if we look at Psalms 19, pause for a minute and read it real quick, and then let's go through this line by line. It says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the sky above proclaims his handiwork." Another word for glory is splendor or magnificence. So all you have to do is look up in the sky and you can see God's magnificence. It declares God's glory. It proclaims it. Day to day pours out speech, and night to night reveals knowledge. It's saying that 24 hours a day, God's message is speaking to you. It's gushing out like a mighty spring of water. It pours out speech. It's that obvious. There is no speech, nor are there words whose voice is not heard. Okay, I love this line. It's very clever the way it's written. It's saying that there is no speech, nor have there been any words that have been spoken. Yet there's not one person that doesn't hear it. Their voice goes out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. So everyone sees it, no matter where you're at on the earth, no matter what language you speak. All you have to do is look up and you can see a painting every day, every sunset and every sunrise. In them he has a tent for the sun, which comes out like a bridegroom leaving his chamber, and like a strong man runs its course with joy. It's almost as if the sun enjoys its job, traveling around the earth, bringing light to the entire planet, warming the earth, energizing all the plant life. So every day it repeats this cycle and runs a course, just like it says in the verse. Its rising is from the end of the heavens, and its circuit to the end of them, and there's nothing hidden from its heat. So just think about what the sun does. Just like it says, it runs a circuit. So in the morning when you're waking up, let's say it's 7:03 a.m., and you're starting to see the sun light up the sky a little bit. So it continues to rise, it lights up the entire sky, travels all the way around the earth, and 24 hours later at 7:03 a.m., it's right back where it started. So the same way it rises in the morning to bring you light, it does the same thing in China, Russia, Africa, Australia, all throughout Europe. It travels all the way around the world, bringing light and warmth to all 7 continents, yet still manages to get back to you 24 hours later to the minute. It's so accurate you can set your watch by it. So think about that for a second. Think about how it never burns out. I mean, where does it get its fuel from? It's not like there's somebody up there pumping gasoline into it, okay? Now, the scientific community will try to explain it. They'll talk about fusion and hydrogen gases, but it doesn't matter. Anything that runs on gas burns out eventually, okay? Fire destroys things, fire consumes things and burns itself up, okay? If someone's house catches on fire, once all the wood frame burns up, the fire burns out. Yet the sun never does, okay? And the sun's been up there for tens of thousands of years without fail, running its course and doing its job, and it never burns out. So how is that possible? That it has enough power to warm the entire planet Earth, yet it never runs out of fuel. It never burns out. And it's also the perfect distance from the Earth where it heats up the Earth, but it's not too close where it would burn everything up. If the sun was too close, houses would be going up like tinder boxes, like kindling. Your eyes would burn out of their sockets. If it was too close, everything would burn up. All the bushes, the plants, the trees, the flowers, all the grass, everything. Think about how delicate and sensitive a flower is and how easily they can burn up. So the sun has enough power and energy to heat up the entire earth, yet it's set at the exact correct position to warm up the flowers but not burn them up. And it's also not too far away, where if it was too far away, the oceans would be a frozen block of ice. The entire earth would be a frozen block of ice. So just think about the complexity of all that, of all the things I just said. And there's some people that are foolish enough to believe all this creation comes from a Big Bang explosion. You know, the Big Bang Theory. They'll say a billion years ago, 2 meteors collided and exploded everything into perfect working harmony, like you see down here in nature. Let me tell you how dumb it is to believe that. That's like taking a dozen wristwatches, completely taking them apart, taking all the pieces, the gears, the pins, the stem, the crowns, the bezel, the crystal, the casing, taking all those different pieces, throwing them into a steel box, shaking the box up, take a stick of dynamite, light the dynamite, put it inside the box, and close the lid. And then the dynamite blows up. And when you open the lid back up, the watches are blown back together into perfectly working precision timepieces, okay? They're blown back together into a perfectly operating watch. That's how dumb it is to believe that the Big Bang Theory created all this.